Welcome. This is Barry Jones from the Angel School, and we're here for our weekly angel reading for September 28th through October 4th, 2015. And it just seems as though September just began and we're already in October. And one of the things that I kept feeling as I was trying to tune into the frequency of this week, I kept beginning to say October, October. So I even felt like I was at the end of the month of October already. So this is telling me that there is some kind of energy that is sort of causing sort of a leap or a leap in time, so to speak. And it kind of feels like there's something just kind of we're kind of ahead of ourselves in some ways. So the sense I'm getting is that you may begin to feel in this week that your higher self is is basically pulling you in the direction. It has there's a stronger current or momentum behind your higher self's consciousness, and that would probably cause you to feel as though time is lapsing in some way, or that time is collapsing to kind of cause tremendous amounts of shift to occur very rapidly. So just as I just keep trying um, to sort of decipher the vibrational language here, but it just the sense that like I'm getting is like a rubber band, and um, and just all of a sudden just being snapped into place suddenly. Uh, sort of a very swift movement. So just be aware if things seem like they're moving very quickly and they're writing the words, they want you to just breathe and to relax. And they wrote the word jade as in jaded. So what they want you to not do is to allow yourselves to become jaded. What I feel they mean by this is to to stay very very true to yourself and to your heart. Stay very true to your purpose and to your your source within. Okay, and they write the word equal, that the source within you is equal to you in every way. And this is very profound. And so you don't have to fight or struggle or try to be best your higher self. All you need to do is embrace it and accept it and love yourself. Love the love the colorful experiences. They wrote colorful. Love the colorful experiences that you are being afforded through this new perspective, through this new energy wave of momentum. So let's take a look at the card for this week, and I feel like I'm just sensing a horse kind of um, galloping very quickly here. And they wrote the word fade, and um, and now the word staff. I feel like what they're saying is the horse was kind of going to the left, and I feel like what they're saying is something uh, is going to begin to fade or phase out. Some vulnerabilities or some recent situations of concern, and the staff is almost like they're going to be guiding you. like a shepherd guides, but a loving shepherd. The universe is going to guide you lovingly. And so just, hold your hands out, as the universe extends a staff to you to help you to keep up with what is occurring for you. All right. And then I saw sort of, the spade, in the regular playing cards. So, uh, this gives me a sense of, I know the spade is like, I think it's the swords in tarot, if I'm not mistaken. But I just saw one, so it gives me a sense of, new, new forms of communication or ideas. That you may find some challenges, but those challenges, um, help you to discover your own inner brilliance, and help you to kind of, um, start a new form, maybe new information, as they're showing me, will come through, new opportunities for you to network. So an expansion and a beginning for expansion. So you will definitely feel less alone in everything that is occurring for you. You may also need to, um, be mindful of giving yourself time to rest. And they're just throwing this in now. And during the time of rest, even if your body may go through some energetic shifts. They're writing the word open. So, and this is going to help you to open to your guidance and to your source. So don't be too concerned if you are starting to experience or may experience some physical, um, some physical signs, like a detox, an energy detox, or anything like this, where your body may be asking you to rest when you are feeling like you need to get up and do this and that, and then but they don't want you to do is start thinking about yourself as being sick, but that this is an energy, um, shift, and the body needs recuperation to integrate. Okay, so let's take a look at the card, which is the Archangel Oracle deck by Doreen Virtue. See the theme for our week. Okay, and so the card is Archangel Ariel, and it reads prosperity. And this card says your material needs are provided as you follow your intuition and manifest your dreams into reality. And so there's a sense, with that cornucopia there, of energy just flowing, abundance flowing in many forms, such as information, ideas, um, and as we were talking about before, also, and since Archangel Ariel, the the archangel of nature, also this really speaks to your your physical environment. Maybe there will be obviously some physical manifestations, but also I just get a sense with your health, um, um, a clearing that will take place that will, energetically, um, be significant for you like a turnover in your health somehow. So, maybe recently, especially with the shifts in season and some other, astrological events, you probably have been feeling a bit, under the weather, or just, feeling a little bit more tired than usual. So, just be aware that some of this is going to kind of ease up as well, and just get a sense about this. But let me just tune in to the card and see if I am seeing any additional messages here. And what am I seeing? I really did feel like I was seeing bread. So, one of the things that I got when I saw that is a feeling that, to try to kind of maybe cut back on some of the starch in your diet. Okay, um, they write the word core here, so um, I'm not quite sure of what they are referring to about it, but I just know that energetically is the sense I'm getting, that you if you've been eating a lot of bread, a lot of starch in your diet, that they would like for you to begin to sort of just decrease that, and it will somehow help you with being connected to your core energy of your source, your divine source, and help you to express love, the frequency of love in your life, which will invite you to receive more clarity of information and understanding, and to perceive your situations in a clearer light. You'll start to see opportunities rather than feeling fatigued and tired and just seeing something as a challenge. And it will help enable you to see uh, steps that you can't quite see at this moment. Okay? All right. So, all right, let's take a look at the card for the beginning of the week. Oh my goodness. And we have this card again at the beginning of the week. And it was such a wonderful card, which also came up in the daily card message. If you have a chance to go on Facebook to look up the reading about this. So this card is definitely one, when I look at this, the guardian of emotion, which is traditionally the king of cups, you see a confidence, and this would represent an emotional confidence, a certain level of maturity that you have reached, and someone who's very just comfortable in their own skin, and as a result is able to freely express their truth, and to be in their power, and to express the the all that the expansion of their source consciousness is just so fluid in them, and they are able to just really be attuned to the frequency of the moment and each moment of life, and really just sort of live in that moment. This is definitely someone who can be seen as, eccentric, but this person no longer senses the need to apologize. They're not looking over their shoulders, watching and thinking about what others are thinking about them. They're just clearly focused on what they desire. And so this may be an aspect of yourself that you may need to develop, or is a sign from the angels, since it's coming up again, that you are developing this as the integration of your higher consciousness, and as you're following your guidance and your intuition, that you're developing this muscle, this strength, this inner strength that is allowing you to feel at home, and to really stand in your own power, and to start to see your life take some kind of shape based on your true heart's desires. So let me just tune in to this card and see what additional information comes up. And what I'm kind of seeing here is they want you to pay attention in this week to the information, especially creative information. Um, Almost sort of, they're holding the book over the sacral chakra area. So I get a sense to pay attention to your body in terms of uh, information, intuitive information that you sense and feel in your body. Okay, pay attention to and be very creative and expressive. Use this to channel your your wisdom from your higher source and helping you to make decisions, helping you to face whatever perceived challenges arise for you, and that your creativity is can be a release and for you know keeping you in alignment with your source, because when you're doing that you're channeling in a sense, and it keeps you true to who you are. And the other thing is to not neglect your to matters of the heart. Don't neglect relationships, or that's you're maybe that you meet someone or you have a sense of someone. Don't shy away. Okay, here it's not the page or the messenger of emotion, who's usually a little immature in terms of the emotional development of the heart, and it tends to be shy and backs away. Now you don't need to be shy, and you can really trust what you feel. So and I'm just talking about this because it was over the root, the sacral chakra. So really um, take time to, you know, have a good time, enjoy the pleasures of life, okay? Um, and really, um, you know, be be courageous and put yourself out there, especially in terms of love. No matter if you're in a relationship or marriage, put your heart out there and really and really speak from the core of your being. And I think you'll see that it will be rewarding for you to be so clear and honest from that place. Okay, so let's take a look at the card for the middle of the week. And this card is the Seven of Thought. So this card, for me, since the thoughts about the about the mind and communicating, and typically this card, here shows that someone is trying to, when you're not watching, keeping a watch, that's things can happen basically. And so I get a sense that the angels want you to keep your thoughts, okay, focused in a very positive way, so that because when you don't, things can happen. It's like it's like letting the thief, when you get out of alignment and you become overly focused on the negative, when you're listening in a conversation and you're only hearing the negative because you're perceiving all the while they're speaking what you don't want and what you are resisting, and you hear it in that form of resistance, and it seems as though there's dishonesty. So when you're out of alignment, it's like allowing a thief to rob you blind of your own sense of peace and clarity. So make sure that you're always in alignment. And what I think is interesting is, when Abraham always says that during the time when you're actually asleep is when the resistance stops. So, and you are able to, when you wake up, you're able to kind of decide how you want to be focused. At what level of experience do you want um, to focus and to experience? So try to in the middle of the week, try to remember that you may need to sometimes meditate or take a deep breath, and as a way to just quickly clear the energy, to clear the air, so that you can gather your connection with source, and then discern the right answers and or the right direction or a path for yourself. Okay, the card says you've been confused about a situation in your life, and now suddenly everything is completely clear to you. Whether the truth was revealed by your angels, disclosed by a friend, or discovered on your own, it feels great to be awake and aware. Feel free to ask for time alone if that's what you need. And so, yeah, so, this card is really saying that be aware in the middle of the week because you may actually not be seeing things the way they truly are. And that's because in a sense you're not awake, quote unquote. You're not coming from the aspect of your awakened being, but you're really being disillusioned by your ego and not seeing the situation as it is. So when you feel like there's a negativity around you, that's like your alarm system, okay? And letting you know that you're about to allow your ego to sabotage or to come in like a thief in the night and rob you blind of your peace and all of your dreams and your goals. So use that as a sign and take a deep breath, let it go, and just center your mind in your heart and on the peace of your source, and then take action. But this is a good connection to the garden of emotion, which means go back to your trust what you feel. Okay, pay attention to what you're feeling so that you know what you need to do, and the choices you need to make. That center, if you're feeling unconnected, then that means you need to work at that moment to reclaim your power, your joy, and do whatever it takes that makes you feel better, that eases the resistance, so you can be back on your path and back on track. Okay, let's take a look at the card for the end of the week. And we have the card Fair Decisions, which is the major arcana card for justice. So this card here, I love the Justice card because for me, when she's usually blindfolded, that what I like about this card is that it's reminding me that I need to go inward, that to not judge appearances as, but to come from that, discern from the inner guidance of your source. And the unicorn is a pure energy, pure positive energy and a creative energy. And so it kind of just says that you need to kind of see things through, just like we were just saying before earlier, to really get into that creative space, or any place that puts you into that place where you feel at ease, and so that you can really see things as they truly are. And the card is saying here that your angels are aware. Fair Decisions is the title of the card. So this is letting you know that things will be handled fairly for you. And it says your angels are aware that you have concerns, but be assured that there's nothing to worry about. Stand your ground and know that heaven is shining its divine light upon the situation, and all is being healed. Take the time to review all the details thoroughly. Forgiveness will bring peace to everyone involved. Okay, so if there is a situation where you've been concerned about whether things will work out for you, or that they will be handled fairly, or then this is a clear sign that they will. And that is also sort of saying that you need to use your creativity, your imagination. You need to use your divine insights to affect the shifts that need to take place. So it doesn't mean that you gotta be the one to handle it, try to control it, but coming from within, you'll be able to see the steps that need to be taken by you, or if you just need to hold space in order for the energy to orchestrate the outcome for you. But you need to definitely rely on that inner guidance and direction in order for that to happen. Let me just tune in and see what additional information I'm receiving here. Um, it seems as though that you may feel like you're kind of fenced in, is what they're showing me. But they're showing me somebody holding a book open, and you're outside, and this is all symbolic. There's a tree behind, which is my symbol for awareness and connection to source, and there's something you're trying to manifest. But the fence that's the fence is like 12 inches high. So it's kind of an illusion that you're fenced in, you see, and that there's some obstacle um, to what you want to achieve. And so, what the sense I'm getting from them is to pay attention, to really be clear, just like this card over here just said. I feel like that in this week, you may get yourself kind of in a kind of revved up and come out of this place of confidence in the beginning of the week, and not be really paying attention or looking at things very clearly. And so there's a chance for you to sort of deceive yourself if you don't really get the facts. So don't act until you have facts, or that you've taken the time to look at a situation. Many times the ego can really have you believing that the mountain is huge, it's high, and it's nothing. And it's when it's like an optical illusion, I guess. And so just be careful that you don't overreact and not really see situation for what it really is. Okay. All right. And let's take a look at the card. So I pulled from the bottom already, and it's the Three of Abundance. So this would be traditionally the Three of Earth. And what I'm kind of sensing about this card, what I traditionally love about this card, is this is about working together. But it's here. Let's just work with the guy here, and you see that you may feel like your efforts are just beginning. Where you're beginning to maybe get some recognition. You're beginning to see things coming together, as this is the three, and but you're not doing it alone, okay? And so you have helpers around you in heaven and on earth who are inspiring you. So put your attention towards where inspirational guidance is coming from, or assistance is coming, and also focus on your own creativity. So I feel like that you've been taking a very creative approach, thinking of thinking in terms of a team, right? Whether it's heavenly team, or if you're literally working with others, or communicating with others, or networking with others, to think of don't try to do everything by yourself. Don't try to do it alone, okay? Because you're at the beginning stage, and this is where the team helps you to get to that end, to that greater end. Nobody gets anywhere by themselves. So even the people who seemingly are not working with you, they are actually helping you too, because they are creating the contrast that allows you to make greater choices. If that contrast were not there, you would still make the only choice that was available. But when there's contrast, even though it may sometimes seem like there's opposition to what you're doing, that opposition is creating contrast, which is giving you a greater expansion of information to choose from, and for your inner being to create the optimal experience or choice for you, and then set sort of alarms or bells off inside you, inspiring you to move towards it. So be open to um, the entirety of your experience, not just singularly focused on what you're doing here. So although she's playing that harp, but she's been inspired by her muses, um, and that's what's really helping her to do what she's doing. She's not doing it by herself, and that's true abundance. And then that's how abundance flows. So there's something in this week that you don't want to lose that connection. So stay very connected in a very broad, general way to what you're doing and what you're creating. And so I send you all lots of love and angel blessings. And I thank you all for your comments here and on Facebook. And if you're looking for an angel reading, please feel free to contact me at theangelschool.com. And you can go to my website on the services page where you will be able to choose the reading that you would like to purchase with me. And as well, join us on Facebook for the daily card messages where you will be able to, we go a little bit deeper into the week and just see what additional information or if the angels will expand on what has been done or said here. But usually it's really profound in the way the sharing that happens because we all come together. So I send you lots of love and lots of blessings and peace to you and at this time. God bless you all.